They say home is where you find peace. But for me, home turned into a legal battlefield. Because a teenage brat thought I looked too fancy to live in his neighborhood. His mom, an HOA president named Karen, with a clipboard, a fake smile, and a police dispatcher on speed dial. What they didn't know was this. I'm an FBI field agent. Low profile. Unlisted address. Clearance to investigate multi-state crimes. But all I wanted was peace. We moved into Willow Glen Estates to settle down. My wife, Hannah, loved the trees. I loved the silence. Then one day, as I pulled into my driveway, Brett, Karen's son, stepped into my path. Arms crossed, smirking. He said, "You sure this is your house, man?" He wasn't asking. He was challenging. I didn't take the bait. I just smiled and parked. But I knew what this was. They saw a man who didn't look like he belonged and decided to push him out. They didn't realize I play a much longer game. We'd been in Willow Glen 12 days when the first sign showed up, taped to our mailbox. Welcome to the community of standards. Please review bylaws. Fines are enforced monthly. Weird, but whatever. Then came Karen. Real name, Linda K. Mayweather. Self-appointed HOA queen. Clipboard warrior. Probably never left her zip code. She introduced herself like she was interviewing me for permission to exist. I hope you've read our rules. And that car, that's not stock, right? My Dodge Charger was matte black. Government issue. Quiet. Clean. Unmistakably tactical. It's mine, I said. She smiled, but not with her mouth. Just with her eyes. Cold and sizing me up. We prefer family-style vehicles around here. 3 days later, her son Brett showed up again. Same smirk. Same attitude. You sure you're allowed to park that thing here? Yes, I replied. I own the house. He scoffed. I parked. The next morning, violation notice on my door. Non-conforming vehicle design. $250 fine. Immediate payment required. Attached was a photo of my car. Taken at 2:13 a.m. Now here's the twist. I have my own cameras. One facing the street. One under the eaves. They caught Brett, on my property, taking photos in the middle of the night. From there, it spiraled. Each day brought a new infraction. Trash bins weren't color-coded. My garage door was too loud. My hose reel wasn't aesthetic. It was harassment disguised as policy. Then, police showed up. We received a tip you're impersonating a federal agent. I showed them my badge. FBI. Verified. Cleared. They looked stunned. Karen made the call, they admitted. Now she was accusing me of impersonation? I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I documented. I logged each violation, saved every notice, time-stamped all camera footage. Then one night, 3:27 a.m., Brett keyed the side of my car. HD footage. Clear as day. That was it. Game on. I started walking the neighborhood with a clipboard. Just like her. Neighbors saw me. I didn't say much. Just smiled and wrote things down. Karen panicked. She showed up at my door. Are you surveying properties? Not yet, I said. We'll see. I filed a complaint with the County Code Enforcement Board, but that wasn't the real punch. The real blow came at the next HOA meeting. I asked to speak. Karen tried to shut it down, but the board let me. I stood up, handed out packets, video stills of Brett vandalizing my property, copies of every illegal citation, evidence that the current bylaws were never legally ratified. Your president, I said, has no legal authority to issue fines. Murmurs, gasps. Karen turned pale. She stormed out. 2 days later, a sheriff delivered me court papers. Karen was suing me, claiming defamation and emotional distress. I didn't panic. I printed every receipt, every email, every video. When we showed up in court, Karen tried her best victim act. He's dangerous. He scared the community. The judge asked for proof. I handed him the full folder. Then the judge asked, "Ma'am, did you file a false police report?" Karen stuttered, turned red. I didn't know he was real FBI. The judge dismissed her case, rebuked her on record, and warned her that she was lucky I wasn't countersuing. She left the courtroom without making eye contact. That was the last time I saw her. Karen moved out 2 months later. No goodbye party. No farewell BBQ, just a realtor sign in silence. Brett vanished not long after. Peace returned. And now, people wave when I walk by. Neighbors smile. No more fake fines. No more threats. I didn't win with shouting. I won with evidence, patience, and the law. So if you're watching this, and someone's trying to push you out of your own life with petty power, don't yell, don't break, document, stay calm, wait, because eventually, the truth parks itself in their driveway. And people like Karen? They never see it coming. Drop a comment. Ever dealt with a power-tripping Karen? What happened? Or if you made it this far, comment justice served. Like, subscribe. Share with someone who needs to see this.